Alright, so today I'm just going to do a quick little video. Well, maybe not quick, we'll see. But basically going over the free fly, how it works, and I'll do a video at some point here for the actual tutorial to get you started. Basically, between the tutorial and IAE Academy, you can basically end up with at least two sets of armor, roughly. Um, One will be a full one with a rifle, a pistol, armor, backpack, so forth. So let's dive in here. So first off, the let's go with the IE Academy and what is it? So IE Academy is something they came up with this IE basically for new players, but veterans can take advantage of it too. So basically, you have 5 tasks that can be completed, and you got to do at least 3, and they're pretty easy. Um, so we've got first steps, which is basically do the tutorial. Visit IAE, which means basically just go to the showroom and look around. I'm not sure how much. I mean, maybe just showing up there is good and going through the little arch or whatever. I don't know. Some people have said that they rented ships while they were there just to make sure they got it. But I never did. I just wandered around and looked at everything. 3 is combat. So if you've actually got you like ship combat, then this is probably a good way for you. I'm not as big on it. I'm more industrial play, as most people who have seen my videos know. But you have to do this tracker training permit certification. It calls out what you need to do in each of these tasks. Task 4 is going to be hauling, and it's the intro mission for hauling. It'll show up in here like this. Usually it's anywhere from, so far I've seen them from about 7 to 11 SCU. So, not bad. And then mining or industry, you can do asteroid mining, hand mining, and asteroid mining does include mining on the planet and so forth. And you can just literally, like if you're new, you can rent one. You can actually wait until the end of IE after all the ship manufacturer days, and you can actually rent a prospector then and go out and mine. You can watch some of my videos on how to do that as well. Hand mining, basically, you just run around and do it. So, really just depends on your thing. But for the sake of simplicity, we're going to go with just doing the tutorial for a new player, assuming you're a new player and you're not actually, and you haven't already actually logged into the game. You do the tutorial, visit IE, and the hauling mission. And I'll actually cover those in another video, and I'll post that today as well. But for that, you get this here. So you get the Singularity armor set, the Stone Skin undersuit, the P4 AR, which gives you the ability to go do bunkers and so forth like that. And you'll pretty much never run out of ammo because they always drop in those bunkers and so forth. And then the L86 pistol, which is kind of the same thing. A lot of the bad guys carry them. All right, so enough about that. So how do we get started with ships? So I've done the new ships before and so forth. So right now, the only starter pack that seems to have LTI is the Intrepid starter pack, which is the new Crusader starter ship. This ship is okay. Um, I mean, it's all right, but it's got some issues. The cargo actually drops down on platforms, and you can never fit more than the 8 SCU in there, and it can get kind of wonky. So buyer beware. Just so you know that if that's not a problem for you, then that's fine. but you'll never be able to do more than 8 SCU. Now that comes into play if you're doing the hauling missions. Fortunately, it looks like they're giving everybody a cutter during IAE when you start, so you can use that to do the first hauling mission. And you can get like, if you're careful, you could easily get like 12 SCU in there. The cargo grid is only 4 SCU, but you can actually stack it around it, and just leave yourself just enough room to get through. I wouldn't recommend more than like 10 or 11. Just leave yourself a little bit of extra room. Make sure you pack it all to the left in the cargo area. And again, I'll show you how to do that in a video. So, but that comes with 10-year insurance if you buy that war bond. The other thing you could do is just buy the cheapest one here. And then what you could do, so these are 45 for any of these. I would personally probably get this because I'm a big proponent of LTI. And then just use the cutter initially, and then you can always buy one in game after IE if you don't have a free one still. Now, with that being said, we also have standalone ships, so you could actually just go cheap if you're not worried about LTI. And you could pick up the cutter here. Again, none of these are going to have LTI, but what you can do is you could theoretically buy, say, one of these ships that does have LTI to start out, like, say, the CSBSM. So this comes with lifetime insurance. So let's say we bought that and add to cart. Now let's say we go into ship upgrades and we go with the CSBSM. Let's see if it'll let me do this. Let's see. Yep. Looks like it's not going to let me do that because they're too close in price. Okay. So it looks like that's going to be your options. Now, with that being said, you can actually keep an eye on this because it's going to change every day as far as what's available for war bonds. And you can look through like this entire list. I mean, there's hundreds of ship, it seems like. And they range anywhere from like $45 for something that flies all the way up to, well, let's face it, just depends on how poor you want to be after IE. So, but that's where I would start. Since they are giving out the cutter temporarily as a loaner for everybody, you could easily do the starter mission. And again, like I said, I will be putting that up when I'm done as well. The other thing you can do is, so for instance, this is my refer a friend code. So you can actually do that. So you create an account. When you sign up for the account, you can actually say you were referred and put that code in. That'll give you an extra 5,000 starting cash, or give you 5,000 starting cash instead of the 1,000 you normally get. So just a little plug there. But yeah, I mean, your best bet is just to start out with something with LTI. When the game goes live, the LTI is going to give you lifetime insurance for as long as the game's running. You'll have basic insurance on it, a warranty. You pretty much have a warranty on anything you buy in the pledge store, but the insurance is the big factor. So with the insurance, you'll get your basic ship back with LTI, and it'll come with like the basic components and so forth. The warranty actually lets you get the ship itself back rather than just the money for it. So like if you buy a ship in game, you don't get anything on it. You don't get insurance, you don't get warranty, nothing. So you'll have to buy insurance when the game goes live, and you'll have to apply a warranty to it, which are going to be kind of limited fines. So definitely at the very least, especially if you're spending more than the starter pack, like if you're buying any of these other ships that are a lot more money, play the CCU game and get your lifetime insurance on them. So that way you've always got it. At a minimum, you'll always get back the basic ship. And then you can upgrade the insurance when it goes live. And I've actually done a video on that as well um, in my playlist. You can find that. And that goes over how the insurance and the warranty works. So, so that's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, I'll get the other one up covering the introductory tutorial and the basically doing the 3 things you need to do in order to get that armor, that extra armor. And that'll be bound to your account. It'll be in the pledge store. It'll basically show up in here like this. So like it'll go equipment. Whoops, that's components. Go equipment. And it'll show up in here like if you have armor. So kind of like this weapon here. So it'll show up in here. You'll basically always have access to it. And then we'll see what happens as far as blueprints down the road. There's talk about them actually making anything that you have in the pledge store in your account. Theoretically, you might be able to get blueprints for it, but that's not definitive yet. So that's pretty much my take on starting out in IAE for new players who have never played the game before. That's what I would look at. And again, I'll follow this up with a tutorial of the tutorial and the IAE Academy, which will also include doing the first hauling mission. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you enjoy the videos, please like and subscribe, so that way it will get flagged for other people when they're looking through YouTube, and they can find them as well. Thank you. Have a good day.